Today I fucked up by leaving something in the shower. So I'm a guy, and I live with my parents because rent around here is $3 a month and I'm going to school right now. Up until recently, I was almost never home because I was at work, school, or my girlfriend's. But we broke up a few months ago, perfect timing, right? And now with the pandemic and being single, I'm shut up at home with my parents and brother all day. Joy. So my girlfriend and I were pretty down to try new things, and we liked using toys on each other. One thing we really enjoyed was her using a strap-on me. Don't knock it till you've tried it, guys. The prostate is magic. I'm hetero, but now I know why you rarely hear a gay guy exclaiming, "Damn, where can I find a bottom around here?" Everywhere I look, nothing but tops. Anyway, don't underestimate how hot an enthusiastic girl with a strap-on is. BTW, we had great sex. The breakup had nothing to do with bedroom stuff. Well, I was lonely and reminiscing about old times, and I remembered that I still had one dildo we'd bought. Ever hear about eyes too big for your stomach? Yeah. It looked a lot smaller in the photo, at least 8 inches, and thick. We rarely used it. But you know what? With perseverance and a strong woman behind you, huzzah, you can do amazing things. So I decided to have some me time in the shower, remembering the good old days. It's the perfect place because everything's easy to clean. So I do my thing, just like old times, big O, come out all relaxed, and go to sleep. Next thing I know, I'm being yelled awake. My dad is going on about what were you doing? Actually, I don't want to know. Guess what I left stuck to the wall in the shower like the world's biggest, angriest light switch? Yeah. To make things worse, he's not the only one who saw it. See, my much younger brother found it first, didn't know what it was, woke my mom up to show her, and then my dad came to find out what the commotion was about. Oops. This isn't "oh we found this under the bed," but you probably bought this for your girlfriend, right? Zero plausible deniability. The whole family knows I like baguette-sized dongs up the keister. TL, drive, whole family found my giant dildo in the shower, no cover story possible. Now I'm stuck inside with them and they probably think I'm in the closet. Postscript, I asked my dad if we could just never mention this again. He said gladly, but I can't speak for your mom. So of course she gave an Oscar-worthy performance like it never even happened, while he occasionally reminds me not to leave anything in the bathroom. Mom left the baguette under my pillow like some kind of subversive tooth fairy. Edit, yeah. The huzzah part. I rewrote that part and it doesn't really make sense in context. Fuck it, I'm keeping it. Edit 2, nope, I'm not gay. Yes, I'm quite sure of that. Non-religious family, very liberal town, I'd have no trouble coming out if I were. And why would I lie about this anonymously? This whole thing would almost be less awkward if I were. Edit 3, wow, that blew up. Glad my humiliation is entertaining. D seriously, thanks for helping me laugh about this. It was my ex's. Found it. Thought I'd freak you guys out. Late April Fools. Or better yet, double down. Sorry, didn't mean for you to see that. Have no idea how I managed to remove all the others but missed that one. Jesus Christ, and I thought I was having a bad day. Wow, both Jesus Christ and you both thought you were having a bad day. Haha, sorry, that was funny. Loved your dad's reaction. I think the worst thing about this is you're quarantined with them / live there, and you can't just leave. And anytime you're in the shower, they're probably gonna think it's dildo time. Every single time. Damn, $3 a month for rent doesn't sound so bad now lol. Does $3 a month pay for a family of 4 session of therapy? Baguette-sized dongs up the keister. God, am I happy I lived long enough to read this on the internet. Today I fucked up by listening to Tenacious D around my 2-year-old daughter. Yesterday afternoon, I was cleaning the house while my 2-year-old was at her kiddie table coloring, and I was in the living room with her, cleaning, and had my earbuds in while I was listening to my playlist, which includes all the Tenacious D albums. I should mention that I have a soundbar stereo system that also has Bluetooth connectivity. If you're familiar with the works of Cage and Gibbles, you'll know of a song called Double Team. It was at the end of this song that my earbuds caught around the vacuum I was using and yanked them out of my phone, prompting the phone to connect to my sound system automatically. Over the speakers comes the ending of the track, which is Cajun's Jubals saying, "Hail Satan." Back and forth. After reconnecting my earbuds, I looked at my daughter, still coloring, apparently oblivious to what just happened, and continued cleaning. About 10 minutes later, I'm in the kitchen to grab my daughter a snack, when my sweet, innocent, 2-year-old baby girl in the room over starts saying, "Hail Satan," while continuing to scribble happily in her frozen coloring book. Being the poor father that I am, I began to laugh like a madman at the image of a 2-year-old saying those words. That was a bad idea, because now, whenever my daughter wants to get a reaction out of me, she screams, "Hail Satan," at the top of her lungs. My wife is still pissed at me and doesn't want to take her to daycare next week. Too long didn't read, I accidentally let my daughter listen to Tenacious D and now she shouts "Hail Satan" at the top of her lungs to get my attention. Now my wife and I aren't sure if we can take her to daycare next week. At least she isn't smoothly singing "Fuck her" gently. Honestly, if my 2-year-old could smoothly sing anything, I would be happy. Right now I'm proud enough she can sing the ABC song while only leaving out 3/4 ths of the letters. Having your earbuds ripped out of your ears is one of the worst feelings. Have you ever been worked on by 2 guys who are hot for your snatch? There were worse parts of that song for her to hear. Also, it could have been kielbasa sausage. Yikes. I tried explaining that to my wife. She's now pissed that I even have those songs on my main playlist to begin with and wondering why anybody would listen to those songs more than once. I've been there, except my son exclaimed, "Holy shit." After watching Back to the Future. His excuse was, "Doc Brown said it." My first words were, "Oh shit, damn." While still in diapers. My mom was thrilled/s. Please tell us that she goes to a religious daycare, or at least her teachers are very religious. It's a child development center on a military base. So not exactly. Today I fucked up by masturbating with a power washer. Clearly NSFW. But to be safe putting that out there. This happened about a month ago, and I was tasked with helping my dad power wash our outdoor cement floor. How was I gonna help, since he was gonna be doing the actual washing with the nozzle? I was gonna hold the actual machine part still. Normally a power washer has wheels so you can roll it around and keep it in place as you wash away, but ours had its wheel break just a few weeks ago, and my father hadn't gotten round to replacing it. We tried wedging wooden blocks underneath to try to keep it upright, but the vibrating from the machine kept hobbling it over and off the support, and that's where I came in. I needed to keep it perfectly balanced while my dad toiled away. Now here is where my mind decided to wander. It had been a while since I'd had a satisfactory toss of the salad, and while my hands always got the job done, I never really experienced what other girls have exclaimed with glowing reviews: "Vibrators are mystical." You can see where this is going. While my father was out of sight washing a section of the floor behind a wooden gate, I pressed my crotch up against the metal handle of the unit, and by God I was not ready for how powerful that thing was. Such relentless, jarring vibrations. It was almost too much for me to handle. Almost. I powered through, gripping that metal handle with all my might as I let it quite literally rock my body. My legs were starting to shake, my voice quivered and my legs subconsciously began pressing forward as I could feel that surge begin to heighten. I whimpered and bit my lip, my head simply swimming in the moment as I hear, "Hey whoa what the fuck?" I took an immediate step back and looked towards the gate, seeing a massive plume of white smoke brushing over and through it as my dad barged in towards me. His eyes went to the unit, as did mine. There was smoke billowing out from its exhaust in almost frightening amounts. He took the reins and shut the machine off, grabbing it from me and looking it over while he held it. He asked me what I was doing and I meekly replied with I was just holding it forward, keeping it balanced like he asked me. Apparently in my lustful throes, I was pushing the unit forward, so much forward that oil flooded the engine block and it began burning oil and fuel, hence the white smoke. As if on cue while my dad explained this to me, the exhaust port began leaking fluids, almost as much as my exhaust port, but I digress. We had to stop the cleaning mid-wash, while my dad checked to see if I hadn't fucked up the machine. I did, and now we need to buy a new one. Too long didn't read, I masturbated with a power washer and through my sheer horny stupidity are out of a power washer. Totally thought you were going to talk about using the nozzle on your genitals. That would be painful, especially since it was a big one, not one of the little ones that attach to the end of the hose. Oh sweet lord, no. Your dad checked to see if you fucked up the machine. Little did he know you literally fucked that machine. I mean, it was pretty good. 6/10 would power nut again. r/power washing porn? JK. But got me excited for a second there. I always forget weekend today I fucked up, so I tried to masturbate with this and it blew up in my face. Sometimes, literally. Anything's a vibrator if you just believe. Just avoid heavy machinery.